review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. Well, time has come to continue looking at Spoony's review of Final Fantasy XIII.
I was thinking.
A dangerous pastime?
I know! At this point in the game, all of the characters are now l'Cie, and this is actually one of the few things that is explained to us, although the game makes up for this by explaining it over and over about a zillion goddamn times.
You used magic. You used the power of l'Cie. The Fal'Cie cursed us. We're l'Cie now.
Well, there's just no pleasing you, is there?
Yeah, I could probably start another counting gag on this one, but fuck it, take a shot or something.
Mimi. Knock it off! Mimi.
Anyway, the reason Cocoon is so afraid of l'Cie is that the curse gives them the ability to use magic. And in this world, magic is really scary stuff. You've got to get rid of anyone who could possibly be a l'Cie, no matter how unlikely, because just look at the devastation these guys can cause with their unholy magical powers. Oh god! Tiny, unimpressive magic missiles! If they're not stopped, in about 15 minutes they might manage to set an outhouse on fire with their piddly, ineffective fireballs!
I don't know about you, but if someone threw a magic fireball at me, I'd shit my pants! Or at least I would if that hadn't already happened to me.
Yeah, they're all being hunted by the Sanctum now, and they've all been marked by the Fal'Cie as part of their curse, which takes the form of a l'Cie brand. It's like a magic tattoo, and for some reason, they're all on different parts of their bodies. Oh gee, I wonder where the brand on the young teenage girl will be. Yep, that's about right.
Oh, Japan.
It just raises a couple important questions, like, why the fuck would the Fal'Cie sabotage their own plans by leaving huge, glowing, easily identifiable tattoos on their secret agents, which makes it far more likely they'll be caught?
Well, the l'Cie brand not only serves as a mark, but sort of as a magic timer. See, as time goes on, the mark changes, basically growing arrows on it. And once it's done changing, that means time's up, and you become a Seath.
Presence of the l'Cie brand make the purge completely unnecessary? You don't need to exile hundreds of people. Just get everyone naked and look for the fucking tattoo. They all have one.
Actually, yeah, why don't they do that? Or maybe they tried to and everyone refused to strip, so they said, fuck it, purge them all.
It's the one foolproof way you have of finding a fucking l'Cie, and instead of looking for it, you cover them from head to toe in a fucking robe.
You're never gonna let that go.
No, I am never letting that go. But it doesn't even matter if the Fal'Cie doesn't give you a brand or stamps one on your fucking head because your focus is impossible. Remember, a focus is a very specific mission that the Fal'Cie is ordering you to do against your will. But to make sure you do it, it gives you a time limit or it turns you into a robot zombie. And this could be anything, literally anything, from assassinate the president to bring the Fal'Cie a grilled cheese sandwich. And so you're asking, well, what's so impossible about that? Well, the trick is you're never fucking told what in the fuck your fucking focus is!
Well, technically it does, just not in so many words. Me. Basically what they do is they give you a vision regarding what your focus is.
Okay, I'm being hard on this because at first it sounds like the dumbest thing ever written by a human being. Because it fucking is! How in the fuck did the Fal'Cie expect to accomplish fucking anything?
I always kind of figured they didn't. They just do this to people to be dicks. And if they do manage to get something done, hey, bonus.
This would be like if some motherfucker kicked a door into my house, handed me a banana and a shotgun and said, now hurry the fuck up, Spoony, or I'll kill your whole fucking family. The fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Me. No, why? What do you think it means? Me.
Is how a focus comes down, people. The Fal'Cie, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All you get is a hazy glimpse.
Oh, okay, that does help. You're given a hazy mental image of a thing with absolutely no context. That works. So if I'm given a hazy mental image of, say, George Lucas, that could, honest to God, mean anything from beat George Lucas to death with a rubber chicken, or cover his car in blueberry waffles. Really, how are we supposed to know what to do from just that?
I feel like at this point it would probably be best to go with the first option, regardless of what your focus is.
Okay, so the only hint that they're given, if you can even call it a hint, is a hazy mental image of something called Ragnarok. And since this can mean anything, right away they all have radically different ideas as to what it all means. I'm talking about, they get a vision of Ragnarok and of course immediately interpret it two completely opposite ways. They either decide to stop Ragnarok or help Ragnarok, and they don't know which one will end up destroying Cocoon.
No, they know which side's gonna destroy Cocoon, they're just arguing on which side they're supposed to be on.
Never mind that they don't actually know what Ragnarok is, and how to stop it, or how to help it, or even where it is, or anything. Either way, the fal'Cie has a 50-50 shot at best of either accomplishing its objective or completely screwing itself. It's like, yes, my secret agents are doing perfectly soon, Ragnarok. Wait, what are they doing? They're bringing Ragnarok waffles? Who does? How was I not clear? Come on!
And this is why we don't write review scripts on an empty stomach.
Because of their two opposite interpretations, the group is immediately at odds with one another. Snow thinks their focus is to save Cocoon from Ragnarok, and Lightning decides it's to destroy Cocoon. And what's more, she decides to go through with it. This is our hero, ladies and gentlemen. She just decided in the span of 30 seconds to eradicate virtually the entire human race. I don't want to play this game anymore!
That would suggest you wanted to play it to begin with.
After a short walk, you find Sarah!
Sarah! Sarah!
Sarah!
Quite frankly, I'm surprised it took him this long to do that joke.
And Snow tries to dig her out. You know, I think the more pressing issue is how you plan to carry her out of here, genius. Everyone else realizes Snow is a moron and decides to ditch him when the Sanctum shows up. Dude, even if you manage to get this done, I really don't see how you come out of this one on top.
Well, what's he supposed to do? Just leave the woman he loves in the hands of these creeps?
That's when Snow gets so emotional his powers go over 9,000 and he summons these godlike spirits called Eidolons, which are basically the same summons you get in every Final Fantasy game. And Snow gets Shiva, because his name is Snow. I don't get it.
I honestly have no idea if he's kidding or if he really doesn't get it. Me. Agreed.
First you have to beat up the Eidolon before it'll serve you, but these fights are different from normal fights because we can't have anything be straightforward in this game now, can we?
You don't play a lot of RPGs, do you?
They all cast the Doom spell on you, so you have to beat it up enough to demonstrate your power and fill this Gestalt gate before you can trap it. And you have to do it before the Doom timer runs out and kills you. It says that attacks are not the only way to charge the gauge. Defensive rolls are effective against the Shiva Sisters. Okay, so you're given this mode you can enter called Sentinel, which is exactly like tanking in an MMO, just a damage sponge. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll absorb its attacks and then switch to offense and beat it up and switch back to Sentinel. Sort of picking my shots, hit and fade. But no, it doesn't work, like at all. It just fucking kicks my ass. But no, this is actually how you win. All you have to do is go into Sentinel mode and stand there and let them wail on you until you win. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Fuck you.
I did the defend and attack strategy and I beat it first time.
The game sets this up like a straight-up fight, but you win by doing nothing at all. And then, completely awestruck by your ability to curl into a ball and weep the entire fight.
Wouldn't you be impressed if you saw someone just survive this shit?
The Shiva Sisters submit to your awesome demonstration of power and turn into a motorcycle. Well, of course they fucking do. And talk about predictable Final Fantasy. Shiva being two people turn into a motorcycle. Cliche much?
Don't act like it's not awesome.
Sanctum fal'Cie up close and personal.
So that's a fal'Cie? I thought this was a fal'Cie. Or was it this? Someone help me?
Why do they have to look like the exact same thing? Especially when you consider the fact that one comes from Grand Pulse and the other comes from Cocoon.
Ah! We're not in the hallway! Where do we go? Quick! Find the hallway again before we turn control back over to the player! Where's the hallway? I don't know! Just go somewhere!
We get it! You're not a fan of the hallway!
Wait, hang on. They crashed? I thought they got away! We never saw them crash. The video just faded to black. And again, how the fuck did they survive a crash in a rocket ship from 50 zillion feet in the air? And not, I remind you, wearing any kind of seat restraint whatsoever. I mean, they're not even injured in any way. It's not so much as a sprained neck. Fuck, they're not even dirty.
Are you really surprised at this point?
You don't even know where to go.
I do.
Huh? Eden? The Sanctum Seat of Power. You're serious. Something happens to Eden, it's lights out Cocoon. You want that?
Don't worry. I'm after the Sanctum. I'm not out to destroy the world.
Wasn't it just explained to us that wiping out the Sanctum also means wiping out fuck it.
Well, no, she's more out to destroy the people who control it.
What battles do we fight? And against who? Tell me that.
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet.
That's right. I don't know yet.
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
We don't even know where to go.
You don't know yet.
Not a single clue about this whole sea mess.
He's telling us our focus is to destroy Cocoon, but who knows?
I don't know yet.
I don't know my focus.
You don't know yet.
Oh boy. Methinks Spoony has found his new What's a Paladin.
Get our focus. We don't need it.
We don't need it.
You don't know yet.
Our knowledge of the land shall be great.
Alright, men. Run stupidly out in the open instead of shooting them from the safety of cover.
Great. A SciComm hit squad.
Ready? Aim! Don't fire yet! Wait for it! Whatever you do, don't fire it! Ah, she's got a sword! What do we do?
I think it's time to finally bring this up. One of the most common comments that we get on the previous two videos is that I should make a better argument for things than just, it's a video game. And if you think that, fair enough. But I try to make sure that I only use that argument when Spoony brings up something that really is just a nitpick and only exists because it's a video game. Stuff like lightning not dodging a huge-ass laser, snow beating up a monster until it evaporates, and yes, even SciComm soldiers walking into convenient slashing range only happen because this is a video game with a pseudo-turn-based battle system. If this was just about any other medium, these issues wouldn't even exist.
At this point, the group gets split into Team Genocide, Lightning and Hope,
fight.
and Team We Have Absolutely No Plan, Saz and Vanille.
Where we headed?
Dunno.
You don't know?
You don't know yet.
What's a paladin?
Saz decides to head for a city called Nautilus for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Their plan is basically, yeah, let's go, why the hell not? You spend 3 entire maps. 3! Literally wandering aimlessly. I'm not fucking with you, that's what it says! That's what it says! Read it! Fucking read it!
Okay, we get it!
Oh, and this always bugged me. I've seen so many games do this, and I really don't get it. You get a preemptive strike for attacking enemies from behind, right? But how is this any kind of surprise? They're 10 yards away! How can they not see me? But if I run up behind them, oh my god, we did not see this coming!
No, they can very well see you, and when they do, the preemptive strike doesn't work.
Then you emerge into a forest, and you'd think being outside in the wilderness, in the middle of the forest, it'd be hard to still somehow be trapped in a fucking hallway, but you'd be dead fucking wrong now, wouldn't you? God damn it! And meanwhile, Hope and Lightning are walking into the forest of inexplicably sharp crystal swords. Hey, walking into one of those trees would be really dangerous, okay? So be sure and stick to the hallway, okay, guys? No, you may not leave the hallway. The wall of hexagons forbids it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, shut up about the fucking hallway!
Yes, we've done it. We've made a cybernetic war machine out of a radish.
Really? A radish? Don't you think it looks more like a heavily mutated Bulbasaur?
With science! After defeating the Robo-Radish, they go to Hope's hometown and sneak in, deciding to lay low at his dad's house. Because the Sanctum would never think to look for Hope at his own fucking house!
But don't you see? That's why it's such a good idea! It is so stupid that the soldiers wouldn't think that they were actually dumb enough to do it and wouldn't even bother checking.
Sneak in through a pipe into someplace called the Nutriculture Complex, and I have no clue what the fuck Nutriculture is.
Well, I don't really know for sure. You don't know yet.
Codex of Ultimate Wisdom?
I think people have enough reason to hate us, don't you?
I gotta give the kid credit. Hope manages to talk Lightning out of a mass murder spree. But now they have to sneak out of here and somehow avoid detection by the 8-foot-tall, slimy, green tomato cyborgs with police lights and sirens on their heads. Well, Fucking duh! What would you guard your food supply with, if not a giant sentient cyborg tomato with a police light on its head? You know, I wish we had those now, instead of wasting our time and money on something stupid like cancer research.
Don't you see, Spoony? Science isn't a matter of why. It's a matter of just fucking do it! God damn it, not again!
I suppose you want a guard dog too, right? Actually, that does remind me. Hey, how's my cyborg security system coming along?
It'd be going a lot faster if this damned animal would just hold still for 5 seconds.
Yeah, because Oreo is a vicious attack dog.
Whatever, long story short, they get caught and surrounded. Now, the soldiers could open fire on them and kill them right now, and it makes sense, especially since these two have murdered dozens of their men.
These are Lassie. Show no mercy.
But, nah, it's Snow to the rescue on his Shiva cycle. Our heroes climb on board and show us all how noble and kind they are when they spin the cycle around, brutally crushing several people to death beneath their icy wheels, when they could have just as easily run away without killing anyone. This really bothers me. It's a video game, so I guess you're just not supposed to think about it at all. I mean, they're just faceless enemies, right?
Of course. The one time he's at least willing to chalk it up to being just a video game is the one time I'm willing to want a better answer!
But just think about who these guys are. They're not really these horrible, villainous people who deserve nothing but death. They're just guys doing their job. In fact, they're doing what they think is right, protecting Cocoon from these demonic Lassie that they have every reason to fear. I mean, sure, they've been fed lies and propaganda, but they're not bad people. Besides, it's not like our heroes here are doing anything to win over the hearts and minds of the people.
I am appalled Lassie. I'm here to kill you all!
Snow was trying to clear the area of civilians before a fight ensued.
But later on, Snow and Hope managed to shake the cops and decided to just stand around in the open drinking Mountain Dew. This whole time, Hope's been planning to stab Snow in the face, but he couldn't work up the balls to do it until now.
What happens when your actions end up ruining someone's life?
I know! It's all my fault. I don't know how to fix it.
You don't know yet.
What's a paladin?
Oh, wait, I've seen this one. Let me guess. They get blown off a rooftop and they fall 200 feet and then they land head first and then, oh, come on, you know you want to do it. I want you to come on, do it, you motherfuckers. They walk off without a scratch. Come on, do it. Do it! Do it! Do it!
Well, at least this time Hope is knocked out and Snow is injured. There should be more damage than that, but still. I just realized we're at the end of part 3 and Spoony's barely even halfway done with the game! On the plus side, I think I finally figured out what Spoony's problem is. He takes way too long to explain himself. He spends about 5 minutes to make a single point when he would only need about 30 seconds to a minute tops. In his defense, these rants that he goes on are entertaining. But by doing this, he essentially ends up punishing himself by making this go on a lot longer than it has to. But I still enjoyed watching it, so at least this review is doing its job. I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you.